Welcome back to Captain of Industry. My name is Nilaus and we are here with our glorious base and we are going to do some more things today. We are going to actually do two steps. We are going to, if we look at our research, we really want to get up here to do this one, construction parts, but that requires electronics. So we need to make electronics, but when we do make electronics, they start absolutely destroying our electronics build, or electronics 2, then that destroys electronics build, and this what's it called, maintenance 2 is also going to be destroying all of our iron steel. So what we need to do today is prepare for that. That means getting better copper, getting a bus build, getting automatic dumping, so we have we can try to get rid of this extremely busy all the time. So this thing, I've ranked it up here so that it comes in by truck or by train, as you can see, ranked up. And they are busy out here. I don't really want them to be unloading like this, but that's what they do right now. I want them to be unloading with these. So what you can do is actually set up here an automatic extension, and then we set that up everywhere. And I would believe that I could apply settings and apply settings and apply settings. That means that they'll now extend 10 tiles out all the way out there automatically. And these now come in. I will just do this because I want this to get going immediately. And then we can see how glorious this is. This means now we have an automatic way of extending this upwards. And that should be able to, well, it will be able to clean this up. I can at maximum get this in at 800 per minute. 800 per minute. Because that's the speed of the belts. And that's also kind of, well, they can actually unload a little bit faster here. So yeah, we should be able to keep this up at 800 or pretty much so. And that means we should see this one decrease. They are coming in here. This is just set up so that I don't have like, this doesn't jam, but I don't want to use my trucks on getting this one in here. That's not my intention. Good, but that's like a contingency. So that was one thing, automatic dumping. Another thing that we have to do is we need to take a look at all these things that block our production. Like all of this needs to be priority 8 because this can potentially block. This one needs to be priority 8 because it can potentially block. All those things that can potentially block our production, they need to be priority 8, which means like a lot of things will be priority 8, but there will also be some things that does a default priority 9, like this one. If this is stuck, that just means we're not land or not mining as much here, which is perfectly fine. But I don't want to have everything sort of stall out. Good. So another thing we want to do is we have actually the ship is. Oh, I hear that we have to click this. Oh, maybe that's because there's no crew. Let's put a crew in here, and I will be getting this in here. So why are we going to do this? Because if we look at this one has a glorious contract called dirt to fuel gas. This is a really good good contract, and that's here. This one, 400 dirt to 1600 fuel gas. That's really good because we also need fuel gas in the next episode for hydrogen, and fuel gas is the way we make hydrogen. So that is the thing. Once this one is ready, we will send it out. But I can start making the shipyard for it. We're going to make a big cargo depot, and I need to squeeze it in. Hello, kitty. I have a kitty that wants to be part of it. Oh, look at that. There's just a little thing there. Okay, so there is like a few tiles where I can build it there. So that's where we build it. We will be getting a loose module for this and some fluid module. These are medium. Yes, 2, 3. And then I'll get boxes in and out. I will get a nice big fuel storage. We can make it. Yep, we can make it here. And I can then make this one. Obviously, this would be better, but then it would not be next to each other, and we can't have that. Here, loose storage tier 2. Inbounds and inbounds, and also piping. Let's just do pipe 2. And this will now be fuel gas. That's not fuel gas. That's fuel gas. And give me a warning if it's full. And this one will be dirt. And I just want to get all the dirt we can. And no warnings. Nope. I also want this to be here. I'll need to get diesel in. And I'll get that as priority 8. Yeah, okay, I will. And this is building, so we don't have the contract yet. Did we get this one handed in? Yes, so send out, because we need to get this to level, we can't see. Somewhere this contract. Doesn't say. Contract. Here. That one. Level 2. So it needs to get to level 2 at least. So while the ship is moving back and forth, we are going to have to do something that I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to do in this space. But I think it's necessary. But I have prepared for it because I knew it's going to happen. And that is, of course, a bus build. Yeah, so I'm going to do the bus basically as I usually do. We can just see how many lines there are room for here, because I can put the closest one here. And if I put that in, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and... well, okay, 7. I'm not going to put it closer. So what are those 7 going to be? That's going to be steel. And it's going to be mechanical parts. It's going to be electronics 1. And then it's going to be electronics 2. And then it's going to be glass and copper. Because glass and copper, not because they are used in many places. Well, glass is, but copper is not used in many places. But copper is used in high quantity right here. And that's going to be a problem. So this will just bring in copper from over here. And when the next episode, when we're really straining for more copper, then we definitely need it. And you are... what? What? Okay, you're already back. Okay, cool. So this one, increase again. And I think I need to flag this as load the ship. Yes. Don't know why, but I have to. Good. So that means let's do the bus build. And if you've seen what I've done before, we are going to be a little bit different because we can now make it up to level 5, which means it's a little bit nicer. And that will be sort of the baseline of this. And here. This will just be... this is what we're going to be pasting everywhere. And the first line will be steel. So that needs to go all the way over from steel. I will just make this one. And then we might just... we'll make this steel together. And then I'll just YouTube edit the rest of them out. But I think it's important to sort of get a sense of how this works. We don't know what else will be getting steel. Oh, okay. There's a fuel deposit here that really shouldn't be here. And that one. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do a flat lift, and I will do it at this location. Here. You go in, and you go in. And these are Mark II flat conveyors. This is where it starts, so no more here. So it goes all the way over. And I need to get really far to the end because the construction parts 3, I think, needs these as well. So it needs to go all the way over here and there. So this is the last one. So what I'm going to do here, I am going to do a flat lift. Oh, it's actually decided for me that it wants to already go out. So I'm going to put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. That is too much. Try again. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seriously? Did I miss this? No, this is level 5. Oh, it's because it's already raised from the beginning. Oh, no mind. This one goes to the ground. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. And here. Did we get our ship loaded? Yes, we did. Let me just do this and click it. Nowhere to dump product. Is that a thing? Oh, right. Yeah. So this is what I meant by this needs to be... like, we are starting to fill up on this, and that means we need to get this out. We need to make sure that these are getting out. And I think I actually want to... I want you just to unload this, and as fast as I can. I also want to unload you. And that's also going to be 8 there. Just get it out. So this will just be emptied, and then we'll make a big box and make that priority 8. Here we go. So this is now set up. It's at 8. Everything goes out, and I've also swapped them because then my the rock, which will be way more, is closer to the road that no one uses. Low supply of mechanical units. Why? Why did you decide that was the thing now? Right, okay. Soon it's gonna be the next one. So we'll just get these in here. Why is this a fast build? Here. And then maybe we'll get these. That one, that one, that one, that one. And here, and here. Get all this done. Good. So this helps-ish. I don't know why they are so eager to get these apparently, but they are, and this is why we need a bus. So we did this. This one is a problem because it can't get in here, I guess. Why not? Oh, right. If I remove this, then it should be fine. Right? Should be fine. There should be room for it to go in here. Let me just check that the pathing. Yes, there is a pathing in here, so no worries. That should not be a problem. It should not be a problem. Now we have the next issue. This one, these trucks, they need to continue. And I guess they need to continue at this level. As much as they can. All the way out here at ground level. And then also, unfortunately, means that I also have to do this. And we'll expand the terrain. The problem with this will be that it generates an awful lot of extra resources. So I need to make sure that this one is also set to priority 8. And this one is also set to priority 8 when it sort of exceeds. Oh, that's really small storage. It should be bigger storage, but whatever. All this should be bigger storage, but I don't think I need much of this right now. Over here, another one that went out. So this was cutting out this corner. I only have 6 vehicles here, so I could send them all in here so I get 18 here. That doesn't seem like a great idea. I mean, a little bit great idea. What I'm going to do is I'm simply going to take this one out and free up all these vehicles and then send them in a little bit in a different place. So we'll send maybe 2 in here. Then we'll send more in here. 1, 2. And then at least 1 more in here. That one. And also a few more here. Oh, only 1. Ew, okay. Well, copper will need to be improved soon enough. Okay, where were we? We were doing the bus. Right, so let's continue on the other steel. So I'm going to copy this build here. Where's the other steel places? That's a steel place here. And this is... Oh, look at that. It's not the right conveyor. It has to be fast conveyors here. I'm gonna get distracted again. Let me do this even though I'm so getting distracted because I wanted to set up the contract we just got. But we want to get this one, at least one of them done, so that we can kind of say, yes, there's something here. No place to dump product. That's okay. And that one is the first or last, depending on the direction. There. Then there is another important, that's the last of these. There's another important thing, and that is we set up here. I want to maintain always something here. The reason why I want to maintain that is because stuff like medical supplies, they need to be able to get things in on a truck. So we need to get this. So let me just get the first little bit of the bus going. That should fix the steel. It will also just drain a lot of steel because it needs to go out on the belt here. So, also in place, block due to output. Okay, are you blocked due to output? I don't understand that. These are conveyor 2. So it is coming out here. This is looking fine. Output is full. I don't want to have these complain. This one's all fine. And then we can finally assign a contract. We can buy the new contract here. That one. Then we can go back. And we can then assign a new contract. It costs us something. There we go. And that will just immediately feed in here. Do we want to run slowly? No, not really. Not unless this one is full. So this one is the fuel gas here. I'm going to do like a little bit of it, take it out. Because if it goes full, then I want some of it to be brought over here. So that it can be converted into into hydrogen, because we have a lot of extra capacity here that isn't being used. So that's a thing. And now we're back up to extremely busy. Okay, so the bus build is going to continue. The next thing I said was the this part here, and I am going to start. Look at how little is coming in, but eventually this should saturate. Eventually, if it works, then we are going to do. This is the baseline here, and I'm going to now build it for the next two, the mechanical parts and the electronics. So now we have the next two as well. Let me hook those up and see how that works. Low supply of electronics, always. And this is because they're simply not getting in here. They are requested, but because they are extremely busy, then something that's just priority 9 just isn't going to get there. Luckily, we're not really running out of construction parts too, but you know, this is something I'd really want anyway. Low supply of biomass. That's interesting. Huh. That's a really big surprise, actually. Here, I also realized that this is probably going to need some... There. Just remember that that one was forgotten. All the other ones are at 120 or 119 for some reason. Okay, so this is hopefully over time it'll stabilize. This is now the... let's see, which one is that? That's construction parts. Shouldn't construction parts also be a double one? I think so. Yeah, let's do that. And like this. So it's like this. Like these, they're either like the big massive one or these ones here. So I definitely don't want you to be notified, and I want you to be notified when it's entirely empty, because that means there's still potentially something in this one. Yep, we the steel is moving. That's good, and the here this one's moving. So we just need to see it backlog. It is now slowly stabilizing, as you can see here. It's slowly stabilizing. Oh, it's not really stabilizing. But it is getting here, despite the fact that all of these are working now. It's crazy how much we're actually making. This is now making 150 mechanical parts and also 150 electronics. Pretty much. Just desperately trying to get in. And low supply of copper is, of course, also going to be a problem. And that leads us into the next thing. We want to start working on a better design for copper. So if we start by taking this design, because it's probably pretty good. And then 2 and 3 maybe. And we'll try to keep that one alive here. Okay, so this will now be updated. Update and update. So those are now... Oh, no. Don't keep updating this. Go down. Now this means I need new recipes. That's this one. And this one also needs new recipes. And this one. So the problem with this is that it first of all requires sand. That's something. But it also requires crushed. So then we can go on to the next. Update. These ones, stop updating there. This is 24, so each of these 48 becomes 24, and that comes out as that. Then we go into this one, and then we update. No! This stupid copper electrolysis thing cannot be updated. That sucks. So we need to do something else. Yeah. That's probably gonna be here, and I think this needs to be at level 3. Yes, this needs to be at level 3 for reasons that will hopefully become apparent. I will also now take the decision that I'll be using the acid instead. That means we need to get acid inbound, and we need to maintain the acid. So pipe 2 is coming in, and I'm gonna draw it from... This looks a little bit... See? Let me get some inbounds here, the U-shaped conveyors. This is going to be like this, and going in here, and then we're going to get some U-shaped lifts here, and U-shaped lift there. And these will come in from the other side. Here, and that one, and another height, and that one, and There. So that's these coming in. This will be 36 plus 36. That is not enough. So I think I'll do this. I don't think I want to do anything more advanced than that. And I will also get you. And this is... this will also be upgraded. And this will also be upgraded. Kind of want to do like a full design here. There we go. That goes out. This is going to be the slag outbound. This is definitely not going to be fast enough unless I also upgrade this belt and this belt. And they will go in here. But then they will... I'll do... Flip. Oh, flip doesn't do anything. Here. And I'll get a flat connector. Right. So this will also need to be going faster. There. And you. And coming from the previous. But this is going to be 24, 24. This is 100. So we can only have 2 of these on one belt. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Then we are going to get the pipes. 1, 2, 3. Coming in here. And you will be... Oh. There. That one. And I guess I just bring the pipes over here on level 3. That one. There we go. Then I need, unfortunately, I still need this in here. Which will then go over and loop in on the back side here as well. It's a bit weird, but I think it's actually a nice, it stays slim, and that's more important for me. Stays within one of the big squares. So, yeah, I think that should be it. There is a little bit of a jump there, but I don't really mind. It also means that if we get this extra, then we'll just get it up to row 2, and then that should be fine. Good. So this will be the main design. And we're going to have a little bit... Oh, excavators out of fuel. Why are you out of fuel? Because the nearest one is over here. And it only has 1 vehicle. So let's get another vehicle in here and it should be fine. What are these doing? Oh, it's just wood. Good. Block due to output. I need to just check if this is... Oh, look at that one. I guess this one also has to be level 8 then. Ooh. And I'm going to do that. Because... Now I'm dumping the dirt, but ideally I would want to get the dirt to go on this contract so we can get the fuel gas. Not really happening, but it would be nice. But that's now limiting my trains coming out because I am not able to. This will be stuck on dirt, which is crazy that it's stuck on dirt. Why is that? We should also be a little bit mindful not to harvest too much of here. I'm going to take 1 square out, I think. Yes, 1 square out, because I don't want to be harvesting a lot of gold up here. And then they'll do something else afterwards. Oh, this one is... Damn. Okay, back to the topic at hand. That one. Okay, so we need to get all of this inbound. And the thing is, with this is now 24. So if I have 3 of these, then it's going to be 72. 72 is exactly what a... If I update, this is 36, and if I upgrade this one, it'll be 32. But, do I want to transport 72 acid, or do I want to transport 12 sulfur? Yeah, 12 sulfur. So I transfer 12 sulfur, and then I get the water, which means I'm going to need this here to be sort of somewhere in here, and make that, which would sort of support this build. So, you're good. That's great. So I think I was about to do something stupid, as I always do. We also need to design this, an alternative for this, because this is always also not good working. These ones, remember to make them as level 8. So this is basically going to be the same as the iron build, but I'm not going to copy it because then I'll mess something up. So we'll build it here. Large sorting plant. And I'm going to need to build it somewhere that I can just see what I'm doing. There. Okay, so what do we want outbound? We want to get a big box here. I think this needs to be... Am I going to do... No. 3 away? Because I need 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles to go down here. Yes. That will be the copper. Good old copper. And no warnings, no nothing. And that will be here. I'll do copper. I'll do rock. And I will do dirt. All this we've done before. And copper. And then I want the next to be rock because that's closer. There, now we can see the outputs. Good. Let's build this. Something like this. You're going straight in here. Oh, nope, that's not working. It has to go from here. It's a little ugly, this build, because it curves so much. Here. And obviously this will be rock, empty, warning, full, level 8. Done. This will be dirt, half empty, level 8, warning, if full. Yes. Okay. That's working. Then after we get through copper, we have the crusher, the big crusher, which will be here. I will set the recipe to crush and flip. Then it'll be perfectly matched over here. And that needs to go into a U-shaped bouncer, which can be... No, it has to be like this. Because I will get something out from here. Ah, the other way around. It has to go inbound. And that will be... I always take the shredder from here. 1, 2 shredders, which is relevant to do it this way. And then I'm going to take a box there. And that will be like that. This will then be the compressed copper, which I just request. And no complaints or anything. And this goes in here. It's just a level 1 conveyor here. There's no way that I'm getting with more than 60 of this. And that will go in as level 2 U-shaped conveyor. There. 2 of these. I could do 3. I cannot do 3. I can almost do 3, but that doesn't matter. And this will be prioritized inbound. Now this is almost a unit. And now it is a unit. Good. So this unit has to be built over here somewhere. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to build it like as close as possible. And then down here. So I think I need to move you. Alright. It is time. Let's kill everything. And I'm gonna do that paused. Everything goes here. And all of this. Off you go. And maybe I could do something with like updates and all that stuff. But nope. And we have 300 unities. So this should be a good time to delete things. And there. Okay, so let's Unity destroy it here. Then some of the... Oh, I should not have built that. Delete you. And these ones need to just go away. And this one as well. And then we can Unity delete this. Unity delete. Good. And now I can build this part here. I am going to build it as close to the edge because that's... Then they hopefully use the road. And then I am going to build it... I think I'm going to build it here because then I need 2 outbounds. That could be 1 outbound. I really want them to be here. The reason why I need 2 outbounds is because it's simply not going to be enough to have it on 1. And this belt is also like a giant mess as well. Let's upgrade that and do this. That should be better. This one is also needs to be updated. Yeah. Actually, what am I doing? Just take this out, because it's full of junk that I don't want. Here. I will also get another one in there. This will be the sand. There. That should be fine. Then I'm also going to get another one in here, which is going to be maybe like this. And this will be sulfur, because that will then be part of the mixer too. Here. I would guess like this. And okay, definitely not need a fast belt here. Downgrade. And you're going to be making sulfur into acid, and we will have a level 2 pipe going in there. Easy. So that will be our sulfur, or our acid. Then I'm going to take my design here. Remove that belt. There we go. And if I build it like this, I think it's going to be good. Can I build it here? Yeah, but then I need to move. It would just be nicer, wouldn't it? Like this. Then this would be nicer as well. That would just be need to move up here. And then they're connected. And you would just need to be moved one tile up, which is always fun to... I love that you can move these tiles without destroying them. Here. That one. And this would also need to be moved in, because then it's more aligned to you. Okay. Then I will be getting... And of course, do I have to say it anymore? But I'll say it anyway. Of course, all the blueprints are available to patron supporters. So they are uploaded at the end of every episode or before they are released, when I make it. Then to the patrons, so you can actually get all these beautiful designs into your own base easily. All right, let's not hook this up, but actually get the rest of it going. There. This one got moved a little bit, so I can also just get this one active, and I want to get this active as well. Yes. Okay, this got moved. I want this active because then they get started. I am not keeping a box for this. I don't know if that's good or bad. We have to keep in mind that what comes from here, this is about 200, so I'm going to need a flat lift here, which goes up to level 2. And then I'm going to need another flat lift to take it down again here. And that one, little one, is very important, and go there. So that should get us 300 copper going in. Nice. At the expense of that one. And then we need here. Can you just go away? Yes, you can. And you are going to be at... no, you're not going to be at ground level. You're going to be at... here. And you'll be a U-shaped lift. I'm kind of... there's something I have sand right here. Could I just drag it in? I could. Let's do this one for now. And that is going to be our entire build. I will be... this is taking about 50. So I need to kill this line. And... that goes in here. And the other one goes into here. That should work. And then I can build one more, but I don't want to because I can't support it. And I'm already doubling our build now. What are you working on? Good. Then the last thing we need is, before we sort of let all of it unleash, is just one of these. Let's build that right there. So you are going to be... that's only 3. And then we get 6. I really want one more. Maybe I can take one out from here. No. The other one? That one. Yeah, you have too many. And That one. Yes, that's good. And you are going to, this is important. Oh, there's another thing that's really important. There, what is that? This atrocious setting. Auto assign, and I'm going to set it exclusively here. Everything single load? No, I don't want it. Everything should go through this one. And the only thing I need is the area here. That needs to go... Well, we might as well just expand it a little bit now that we are getting in here. Reviewing it. And can I also expand it out? Actually, I do need to expand it into this area because there will be sort of spilling into the road here. There. And that is one too far. There. That is a build. And you now need to fit to that area. Like this. And... that one. And the last one is this corner. Yes. Perfect. Everything is good. Let's just unleash, right? Let's try and see how much would the whole thing cost. 2,200. Go. I hope it works. Whew. Hold your breath. And everything is shredded. No recipe. Okay, that's like a minor thing. I was so close. And this one takes a while to build. And the only thing that's allowed to go in here is stuff that goes... Yeah, it would be nice to sort of specify that if anything has copper, it's allowed to go in here. Plant has no for mixed cargo. Yes. This... that's because the plant is not built yet. So chill, chill, chill. It'll get there. And the sulfur, is that coming in? It is. Good. Is... oh, the slag is not actually getting out. So that's also another thing. U-shape and... that's going to be... oh no, this one will be cut. And let's move it one to the side here. Move it. And a U-shape lift. Flip that one. And here. That's important. This will be priority 8 because it will potentially jam. Sand is not coming in. Why is sand not coming in? Oh, because this one is set to import. Okay. Yeah, that's not how it works anymore. That's because we were picking up random sand from somewhere. Okay. I think it's working. Sand is coming in. Without the sand, nothing is really working. It doesn't need a lot of sand, but a little bit of it. This looks absolutely beautiful. So now the only thing we really want is we want to take the whole thing back. Which means that at this point, this is going to be expensive. I will get you and 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get to level 4. I am actually going to place you here. Because I want this to be... I want the pillars to be at the same places as the other place. There. These pillar placements here, luckily we can manipulate them a little bit. But it still feels weird. Why is this not able? Because it's two different things. Two different belts that are connected. Ah, man, what a mess. Well, anyway, this needs to go all the way back. And what I mean by that is it needs to go all the way over here, and then underneath, and then in here. So, and then I need, this is on level 4, and this copper will come on level 5 and go on top of this one. So now I've built it. It actually doesn't seem like much because we're just getting glass into 2 locations and copper into 1 location. But I promise you, if we look at copper, then it will also go into PCBs in the next episode, and glass will also go into PCBs in the next episode. So that's just preparation for the future episodes. So we're going to be building this. This is already 400. Oh, it actually did all of this back here, except for this one and this part. Very important getting the last in here. So now we should get copper moving. If we look at our work here, we can see that they haven't really been transporting much copper or glass for that matter in the last 3 months. So this doesn't seem like a lot, but I promise you this will be making a big difference. And there we go. That's also a thing. This one is slowly building and the glass is coming in. Oh, it's actually really nice that this is coming in sort of in parallel. These two should be, yeah, perfect. So they've just rolled in parallel all the way in here, and then that will save a lot of moving back and forth. And the lane that's empty here is for electronics 2, which will be the next thing we want to do in the following episode. We have a bus. We have done all this. I think that this is still like a puzzling thing to me, why this is still like we should be seeing this getting better. I would have hoped by now. This is now empty, so there's nothing that sort of gets moved by this. If we look, one thing I want to check here is, do we even get something in here? Not really. Like this. Oh, there is something coming in. Okay, so they are moving, because this is what I want to see. I want to see that this gets moved. Some of it at least over. High storage of biomass. We started the episode with a low storage of biomass, and now we have a high burst of biomass. I don't know what that means. That is a mystery to me. It should be going in here, but it's not, because this is low priority. The thing is, if this goes high, then it fills up here. But this is priority 8. So even though this is a problem, it'll actually be fixed when this one is going here, or it'll be higher priority. So there is a sort of a failsafe if we can't get this one out. But hey, there is something coming in. Yeah, that's nice actually seeing this. And what about you? I was about to say that would also be brilliant. So the fuel gas flows in, and that goes in and in here and becomes more hydrogen, which is what we see. So we're actually, I was about to say, we should be seeing it get to stable, because they're doing something that's priority. This is not priority, so it's priority 10. That means if they are starting to work on priority 10 tasks, then that's good. I built these tiles here just to see what looks better. The answer is neither. Look at that, no active alerts. I think I need to hurry up and end the episode when there's no active alerts. That's a really good sign. And we will definitely have lots of active alerts next time when we start working on the PCBs and electronics 2 and the graphite and polysilicon. Yeah, there's a lot of things we need. And then as we start working on this, we also need to do the construction parts for power, science, vehicle parts, and big trucks. So there's a ton of things for us to dive into in the next episodes. We are slowly transitioning into the late game. I'd say the late game is when you get the big trucks. That's kind of where I feel comfortable with it, and also get like the, I'm gonna say final science, but it really isn't. No, there's another science here. So this is the final science. So yeah, the mid-late game, whatever. We'll also be building a bridge over to another island at some point, but not just now, but soonish. So stay tuned, and remember, blueprints are available to Patreon supporters. Thank you for joining. I'm also streaming on Twitch twitch.tv/Nilaus, if you want to drop by there and be part of the design. So thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.